God damn, there it is. The best part of the NHL playoffs every season. The part where the Toronto Maple Leafs absolutely break the hearts of their entire fan base. And you know, get fucking pasted, baby. I love it. Alright. Listen, you know, as a passionate Toronto Maple Leaf hater, part of me wanted to see them get blown out, and I was happy when it was 3-1. But you know what? It's better this way. It's better that you give them those wins. You let them get as close as possible to the point where they could begin tasting the victory. They're already thinking about their celebrations, the Toronto Square, whatever that stupid ass place is called, erupting for a Game 7 overtime winner. The curse is broken. Get that shit out of here. Walk your sad asses home listening to fucking Steve Dangle or whoever on the radio on your way back, eating your fucking poo-tang and drinking your maple syrup or whatever the fuck they do in Toronto. I don't know. I know it sounds like I'm being disrespectful. It's just that I'm a passionate hater. I'm like Stephen A. Smith feels about the Cowboys. I feel about the Toronto Maple Leafs. And honestly, I can't entirely explain it. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. And every year, I gather around my television and I smile to ear as the Toronto Maple Leafs fall apart in whatever absolute hysterical fashion that it is. And this year it was better than... was it better than the 4-1 year? I don't know. I was pretty young then, so for me it's better. But to give Toronto some credit, listen, this game couldn't have been any closer. The series couldn't have been any closer. This was a fantastic game. Let's just hone in on this game. Shots were dead even. Face-offs were damn near even. Power plays, no one got anything going. Fucking hits were almost even. Block shots almost even. Boston gave the puck away a lot looking at these stats. But other than that, man, this game was absolutely even Steven. And, you know, last game, Boston scores with 0.1 seconds left to break a shutout on a meaningless goal. And Joseph Woll, who was a wall for the Maple Leafs for the past 2 games, got injured somehow there. And that's just the Maple Leaf way. Something's got to happen. And Samsonov is the starter tonight. But honestly, to me, I don't think that changed the game at all. Because even looking at Woll and Samsonov, I don't think that the talent gap is very large. I think the reason Boston hasn't been scoring is that Toronto was playing well in front of them. They're playing great defense. I mean, those last 2 games, Boston got nothing on those first 2 periods. And then in the third, they'd wake up a little bit, but it'd either be too little, too late, or whatever the situation is. But tonight, you know, Boston played just as tight of a game on defense. And that's what playoff hockey's all about. Nylander scored to get it started mid-second period and immediately after. And I thought it might have been over. I'm sure a lot of people thought it might have been over when Nylander scored. But then Boston responds right back. Boston responded right back like a minute later with Lindholm getting that wrist shot in there. And then in overtime, so quick into overtime, that lead pass, that was just a gorgeous pass. It was just one of those plays that was almost indefensible. And Pastrnak, of all people, I mean, it's better than him than Marchand, right? That's the one silver lining if you're a Leaf fan. Did you really want Marchand to be the one to do it to you? At least it was Pastrnak. Because even I don't like that fucking guy. But Pastrnak gets it on his stick, makes a move, tucks it in there, and in an instant, it's over. Heartbreak for the Toronto Maple Leaf fans. I'm sure there's some of you out there that are decent people, but the annoying ones ruin it for the rest of you. And therefore, I am joyously dancing on your grave. And not just because you lost, but because you lost in the most heartbreaking fashion possible. I love it. I love that it was another Game 7. Another Game 7 to Boston. To overtime. I love that. I love that for you, Toronto.